Are you listening?
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Got some hot coffee.
Yep.
Some chocolate in it.
No chocolate.
Well, we went cheap on our chocolate. We got the Walmart name brand chocolate, hot chocolate, instead of the Swiss Miss we normally got.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste as good. Like, there's a defined weird taste to it. Prime 406 Games, rock on! Thank you for tuning in while you're at work. So, do you have any fun plans today?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to run down to the local auto place and get my oil changed in my truck.
Oh, nice. Too bad going to the hospital can't be that easy.
No. Well, Mom doesn't want me doing it myself, so.
Right. No, it makes sense. That makes
and
sense.
Ryan would do it for me, but he has 4 cars to take care of, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Kaaren.
I want to shout out Kaaren Aartopia, the sponsor of this channel. I want you to go over and check out her sweet, sweet merchandise. She got dice bags, dice boxes, dice pets, all these little cool handcrafted, homemade, high quality things that she sells. Go check out Caren'sAartopia.com. And I'm telling you, I have dice bags, I have dice boxes that are really good, neat, and awesome quality. So good.
So good. Awesomest. Awesomer. Awesomer. Yes. Jurassic Park. Ooh, is that coming out today?
Yeah. So they spoiled the dinosaur deck today. They call it the VELOCI-RAMP-TOR because VELOCI-RAMP-TOR makes a rhyme, I guess, for the VELOCI-RAMP-TOR. It's the commander deck that's coming out. I want to get a copy of. And they spoiled it. They spoiled the entire deck list today. So we're going to go through the deck list today. So, there's not going to be there's not going to be a major topic today. There's not going to be a define the topic. I mean, we're just going to go through a deck list and talk about how awesome Tortoise wants it. Yes.
Okay. Well, so this is the newest deck coming out, huh?
Well, there's 4 decks coming out. And the only one I'm interested in is the dinosaur Stompy Stomp deck. Because, I like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I like dinosaurs that go roar.
I know you like dinosaurs. You've been drawing them since you were a young kid.
That's true. I still know how to draw a T-Rex.
Yeah, I got a picture. I got it framed.
You have it hanging out on the wall in the guest room. It was a Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus, yes. That's one you did when you were young.
Mm.
I don't know if you remember that far back, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I remember I really liked, I didn't really care for Jurassic Park 3, but I thought the Spinosaurus was really cool. Yeah.
You've been drawing since I don't know how long you've been drawing for, but at least since you were a young kid before your teens, I think.
Okay. So here we go for the 100th time. Hanging any pins in every line. This is the deck list of the dinosaur deck. This is the front-facing commander you're getting in the commander deck. This is Pant Laza Sun Favored. I'm assuming that's how you enunciate that.
I can't
And
even
it
see it.
costs,
Legendary creature.
yeah. I'm gonna read
Pan Pan Panlora's sun flavored.
sun flavored crispy. All right. So when Panzala, the sun favored, or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under control, you may discover X, or X that creature's toughness. Right? So do this only once
Right.
you and to discover, you reveal the top cards of your library until you meet the X mana value, and you get to play that card for free. And you put the rest of the cards revealed this way in the bottom of your library in a random order. This is a very fun dinosaur. Like, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like, I'd probably run this in my cube if I had more dinosaurs in the cube. But here's the whole deck list that's been spoiled. Woo-woo. Now, all the cards in this deck list are the cards in the deck list, but not all the cards representing it are from the deck list itself. I mean, like this Adsakan seer right here. This version is not from the deck, so they might look different. So we're getting an Apex Altasaur, which is a pretty good stompy stomp, 7, 8, 9 mana. 10/10. When Apex Altasaur enters the battlefield, it fights up to one target creature you don't control, has enraged. When Apex Altasaur deals damage, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. Pretty solid.
I can't see the name of the card because of the creature, because your time clock is right on over.
Weird. I can see it on my end, which I don't know. But like I know the viewers don't see the time clock. Afternoon, man and monk. I know the viewers don't see the time clock. So they get to see the whole picture.
Yeah, well. Creature dinosaur.
Yeah. Then you get Adzocancier, which costs a generic, a green and white. It's a 2/3. You tap it to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And you can sacrifice this creature to return a dinosaur card from a graveyard to your hand. Pretty solid for a 3-drop mana rock. Dork.
Yep.
Yeah. Then you got Bellowing Aegisaur. Cost 6 mana for a 5/3 enraged. Whenever Bellowing Aegisaur is dealt damage, put a +1 counter on each other creature you control. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good for this kind of deck. You got Bronzebeak Forgers. 4 mana, 3/4. When Bronzebeak Forgers enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target non-land permanent that player controls until Bronzebeak Forger leaves the battlefield. You can pay X into white to put target creature card with mana value X exiled with this creature onto its owner's graveyard. You gain X life. That's actually pretty solid. You got curious. You got curious. Yeah.
Alphasaurus.
Curious Altasaur costs 3 generic and a green. It's a 2/5 creature dinosaur with vigilance, means it doesn't tap to attack. Has reach, means it can block creatures with flying. Whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid sauce. That's pretty good. I bet you're excited for this deck. Boo boo.
Panda Laurus. Which one you did that one? Dinosaur. So these non-deck cards, right? These are all.
Well, this list of cards are in the deck that they're selling.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying the specific variations you see on screen might not be the same exact ones, variations of the deck, meaning like the picture can be different, the set symbol can be different. Here we got Death Gorge Scavenger, 2 mana and a green for a 3/2 dinosaur. Whenever Death Gorge Scavenger enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile a target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, you gain 2 life. If non-creature card exiled this way, this scavenger gets +1/+1 until end turn. That's not horrible. It's a dinosaur. Dinosaur egg. Now here's one to be excited about. A genetic and a green for a 0/3 creature dinosaur egg. Has evolved. When a creature with power or toughness larger than this creature enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter on it. Then when dinosaur egg dies, you may discover X, or X is its toughness. So the more counters on here, the bigger targets you can possibly get off the discover ability. Drover of the Mighty, 2 mana. Drover of the Mighty gets +2/+2 as long as you control dinosaur. As you can tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Huh, that's interesting. It works. You got Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Ooh, this card is going to be pretty banger. It costs 4 generic, 2 green, 6 mana for a 6/6 trample dinosaur. When Earthshaker Dreadmaw enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. Pretty solid. I like it. I love it. Natali Primal Storm. That's just a hands down good card for this deck. Natali Primal Storm costs 4 generic, 2 red for a 6/6. Whenever it attacks, you may exile the top card of everybody's library, and you may play cards from those exiled cards. Pretty solid. Now here's an interesting card. It's Quinth, Firstborn of Geshath. 2 mana, 2/3 haste. When it's Quinth, Firstborn of Geshath enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage to another target creature. It's a little fight spell on a creature. It's not bad. I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah. We got Ixali's Lore Keeper. 1 green mana for 1/1. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only cast dinosaur spells. Activate ability of the dinosaur source. Pretty decent. Little mana dork for dinosaurs. And we got Kinjali Sunwing. 2 mana, white, 2/3 creature dinosaur with flying. Creatures your opponents control into the battlefield tap. Not bad. I'd probably take this out for large swingers or put a fervor in. Like I already got a couple upgrades for this deck and thing. And that means I don't have to spend excess money. Majestic Helipaturus. 3 mana white, 2/2 dinosaur. Whenever Majestic Helipaturus attacks, another target dinosaur you control gains flying until turn. Love it. Neat.
Love it.
Neat. Marauding Raptors. 2 mana, 2/3. His creature costs 1 less to cast. The creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Nice. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, Marauding Raptors deals 2 damage to it, which is good for that range mechanic. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptors gets +2/+0 until turn. Hell yeah. Aartopia Huntmaster. 2 mana, generic and red for 1/2 human shaman. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Target dinosaur gains haste until turn if you tap it. Nice. All right. Checking up on everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Prime Mana Monk, thank you for joining us. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
What's this? Quartzwood Crasher. 2 generic, 2 red, and a green for a 6/6 trample. Whenever one or more creatures whenever one or more creatures you control trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage done to creatures this way. Oh, then to that player. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I like that. I like dinosaur tokens. All right. Raging Regisaur. Pretty good one. This is a good reprint. 2 generic red and green 4/4. Whenever Raging Regisaur attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target. It's good for the rage mechanic. And rage mechanic cares about damage being dealt to it. Raging Swordtooth. Generic red and green 5/5 trample. When Raging Swordtooth enters the battlefield, does 1 damage to each other creature. Just really cares about the enrage mechanic. I wonder if there's a good enrage mechanic theme in here. Rampaging Brontodon. Oh, this is one of the cards I'd improve. I got a foil version to throw on this deck. This card's one of my favorite stompy stomps for dinosaurs. Costs 5 mana, 2 green, 7 total for 7/7 with trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until turn for each land you control. Solid card for dinosaur deck. Then you have Wrangling Raptors, 2 mana and a green for a 2/3 enrage. Whenever Wrangling Raptors is dealt damage, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it into the battlefield tapped. Nice. Where did I go? Yeah, that's pretty good. That range of mechanics pretty solid if you want to ramp. And that's good because these dinosaurs don't cost cheap. Regal Behemoth, 4 genetic, 2 green, trampled dinosaur, 5/5. When Regal Behemoth enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Oh, I have to remember stuff. Whenever you tap a land for mana while you're the monarch, add additional 1 mana to that color. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. Regisaur Alpha, T-Rex, 3 generic, a green and red. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. When Regisaur Alpha enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. Pretty neat. Ripjaw Raptor, good reprint. 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 green. Whenever Ripjaw Raptors dealt damage, draw a card, 4/5. Yeah. Howdy, Twiddler. Howdy, Hillbilly. Hello, Mrs. Hillbilly. Yeah, amazing. I want to say thank you for jumping in. Woo-woo. All right, get back. Raptors we talked. Runic Armosaur. 1 generic, 2 green, 2/5 dinosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. Pretty good. That's pretty good for like against blue decks and artifact decks. Sign of Calamity. Whoop, whoop, whoop. New Dinosaur of Awesomeness. Sign of Calamity costs 3 generic, 2 green for a 5/5 dinosaur with Myriad. Whenever this creature for each opponent other than defending player, you may create a token of this creature that's attacking and tapped. And whenever Sign of Calamity deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player. So basically, if it's a 4-person game, you attack one player, you create 2 other tokens. If they all do damage, you can destroy up to 3 enchantments or artifacts, or both. Nice. The card's going to be sauce. Shifting Ceratops, 2 generic, 2 green, 5/4. This spell can't be countered. Protection for blue. You can pay green. Shifting Ceratops gains your choice of reach, trample, or haste until end of turn. Nice. Sunfrill Imitator, 2 generic and a green, 3/3. Whenever Sunfrill Imitator attacks, it's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs you control. Copy. It becomes a copy of the target. Let me reread that. Whenever Sunfrill Imitator attacks, you may have it become a copy of another target dinosaur you control, except its name is Sunfrill Imitator and has this ability. Pretty neat. It could be an additional threat. I like it.
You like it?
I like it. Temple Altosaur. 5 mana, 4 generic and white, 3/4 dinosaur. If it would deal damage to another dinosaur you control, prevent all but 1 of that damage. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that card, but it's interesting. Thrashing Brontodon is definitely a good include. A generic 2 green, 3/4 dinosaur. You pay 1, you sacrifice the Brontodon, you destroy target artifact or enchantment. Thundering Spineback. Ooh, 5 mana, 2 green, 7 mana for a 5/5. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. You may pay 6, 5 and a green to create a 3/3 dinosaur creature token with trample, which in fact with this on board is a 4/4. Nice. Topiary Stomper. Pretty solid new Capenna addition. 1 generic, 2 green, creature plant dinosaur. Vigilance. 4/4. When Topiary Stomper enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. When Topiary Stomper can't attack unless you control 7 or more lands. Nice. Actually a good card. You got Vernon Sun's Avatar, green 5/5 creature dinosaur. mana for a 5/5. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Excuse me, I had to sneeze really quick. All right. Awakening Sun's Avatar is an actual good include in this deck. Glad they included it. Got 5 generic, 3 white. Dinosaur Avatar, 7/7. Awakening Sun's Avatar enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, destroy a dinosaur creature. It's pretty solid. We got Wada, Trainer Prodigy. I don't like the fact they made a non-dinosaur creature as a commander, but hey, let's see what it does. Green, red, and white is this casting cost 1/5 with haste. You can pay generic and a green. Target creature you control fights another target creature. This costs 2 less to cast to activate if it targets 2 creatures you control. So that's working for the enrage mechanic. That's pretty solid. If a creature you control being dealt damage causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger that ability an additional time. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. That's actually pretty good for the enrage mechanic. Like it. Wayward Swordtooth. Pretty awesome include. 2 generic green 5/5 ascend. If you have 10 or more permanents, you get these blessing for the rest of the game. You may play additional lands on each of your turns. Swordtooth can't attack or block unless you have this blessing. Okay. That's a good card. Good card. Wrathful Raptors. 4 generic and a red. It's a 5/5 dinosaur with trample. Whenever a dinosaur you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dinosaur. Hell yeah, that's solid. And those Utah-looking raptors are pretty neat. Xanagos got a Revels. What? It's not a dinosaur. 3 generic green, red, 6/5 legendary enchantment creature. God, this is a pretty good reprint. Indestructible. As long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Xanagos isn't a creature. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets +X, and haste until the turn where X is the creature's power. Nice. Oh, hello. And then we got Zakama Primal Calamity. Nice. This is one we want. This is definitely one we want in the deck. 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 6 generic or red, white, and green. Legendary creature Elder Dinosaur has vigilance, reach, trample. When Zakama Primal Calamity enters the battlefield, if you cast it and tap all lands you control. You may pay 2 generic and red. Zakama deals 3 damage to target creature. You pay 2 generic and green. You can destroy target artifact or enchantment. You pay 2 generic and a white and gain 3 life. Pretty solid. We have Zatapa Primal Dawn. Everybody knows this is the generic white wing con that if Wizard doesn't know what to do, they throw it in the deck. But here it fits. It's a dinosaur. 6 generic, 2 white. Legendary creature of the dinosaur 4/8 has flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. This card is amazing. All right. Hey.
Take a breath.
Yeah, I gotta take a breath.
Wow, you've been whipping through those cards.
That's pretty much half the deck. We got the other half to do. I want to say hello, everybody. How you guys liking the deck? I think the dinosaur parts in there are pretty good. Definitely gonna want a copy of the other Elder Dinosaur, Gishath. We're gonna want a copy of Gishath in this deck so far. I got a couple upgrades. I know there's a white card that makes dinosaurs cost a little less, so I got that somewhere to addition. So there's not a lot of. The one thing I like about this deck, there's not a lot of need for improvement. There's room for improvement, but not a lot of need for it. And the dinosaurs they're reprinting in the set are going to be pretty good. Pretty good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Ah. Yeah.
Well, I'm liking this deck. You could be liking this deck too.
the egg. It all
That's
starts
an
with
egg.
the egg, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. The egg is important. No, I'm kidding. Just put your stuck on. I mean, how's everybody in chat liking the deck? You liking the deck so far? Well, I'd like to get you some of your feedback. Hillbilly wants to know how you're doing today.
For me?
Poor little you. Yes.
Oh, well, I'm doing fine, Hillbilly. Nothing changed. I'm healthy as I could be.
All right.
So
I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee while you can answer your question.
I'm happy, 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 happy. How are you doing, Hillbilly? I hope you're well. Hope everything you're taking care of is working out. You know, we miss you in the morning, but I get it. Life takes its time. So no worries. We'll be seeing you again sometime. So that's great. So Hillbilly's in chat. Hello. Wow. Once I'm speechless. I don't think to say. It's hard talking to somebody you can't bounce off of. That's weird. Weird for me anyway. So how's everybody doing in chat? Hope you're all doing well. Uh, doing good here on the West Coast. It's cold but clear skies. So that's good. We're expecting weather here. So you guys saw his list of cards of the spoilers. We kind of went through them really fast. So, you know, but there's some pretty cool cards in there. That's for dang sure, right?
Wow.
All right, I'm saved.
Oh man, nah, you're like filling up the screen time. I hear you're like, it's kind of hard to talk to someone without someone here.
It is.
I'm like, that's YouTube. You're talking to a camera.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
am.
got myself some fresh coffee. Mm.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Fresh coffee.
Oh, yeah, and while we're doing it, all right, so we're gonna. It's about the halftime show.
Yeah.
Halftime part of the show. We are going to say, hey, you want a cool, sweet new dice bag? You can get a hillbilly dice bag. You can get a super fast tortoise dice bag. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You know, for that special someone in your life. Or maybe you want to get a Christmas gift coming up. Christmas is only a couple months away, or a month and a half ish. It's getting there, close. We got to go through Thanksgiving first, but great Christmas idea. Or maybe for Thanksgiving, you want to give someone a sweet dice bag. Go check out Aartopia.com for high quality dice bag. It is amazing. Amazing. Aartopia.com. Boom.
Mm. Yes. Cardstopia.com.
Aartopia.com. All right, let's get back to this list. Let me get back here. Let me blow this up. Bloop. There you go. All right, so we got through the dinosaur section, which is the creature section, which is pretty solid. I know we're kind of going by quick, but you know we only got an hour to get through all this stuff. We got Chandra's Ignition, 3 mana, 2 red. Target creature you control deals combat damage to each other creature, each other opponent. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's not bad. Possibly a trade in. Yeah, running Cultivate. Cultivate, everybody knows Cultivate. 2 generic green. Search your library for 2 basic line cards. Put one in the battlefield tap, the one in your hand. You got a Farseek in this deck list, which is pretty decent. 2 mana, search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Fiery Confluence. What an epic choice to put in this deck. Epic choice. This is really good. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. You can deal 1 damage to each creature. You can deal 2 damage to each opponent, or you can destroy a target artifact. Hell yeah. Yeah, Migration Path. 3 generic and a green. You search your library for 2 basic line cards, put them on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Cycling. This is actually a pretty solid card for this deck. Rampant Growth. Rampant Growth. This card is solid. Generic and a green. Search your library for a basic line card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Yes. Rich card's Expertise. 4 generic to green. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. When you cast a spell with mana value 5 or less, you may, from your hand, without paying its mana cost. Nice. Wait. You may cast a spell. Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. So if you cast this, you can cast something cost 5 mana or less from your hand for free. That's pretty solid. Savage Stomp. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a dinosaur control encounter a target creature fights. Fight. Nice. Thunderherd Migration. 2 mana. 1 generic and green for a sorcery. Additional cost to cast a spell. Reveal a dinosaur from your hand or pay an additional 1. Search your library for a basic line card. Reveal that card and put it on the battlefield tapped. Nice. I like that card. Chroma's Will is a board wipe. Pretty decent. Love it. No. Chroma's Will. I'm thinking of a different one. You choose one if you control a commander, choose both. Nice. Creatures flying, vigilance, double strike until turn. Hell yeah. Creatures you control gain lifelink until indestructible and protection from all the colors. Wow, that's powerful. That's a good card for this deck. Generous Gift. Hell yeah. Good card. Path to Exile. Yes. Sweet card. Generous Gifts costs 3 generic and a white. Destroys target permanent, and that permanent gets replaced with a 3/3 green elephant creature token. Path to Exile. Exiles a creature or player controls, and they get to search your library for a basic land card put on the battlefield tap. Return of the Wild Speaker. 4 generic and a green for instant. Choose 1. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control. Or non-human creatures you control get +3/+3 until turn. Nice. Artifact running Arcane Signet. Lifecraster's Bestiary, Progenitor's Icon, and Soul Ring. Arcane Signet is a 2 mana artifact that taps to add a mana equal to a mana that corresponds with your commander's identity. Lifecaster Bestiary costs 3 mana. It's at the beginning of your upkeep. Scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may be green. If you do, draw a card. Progenitor's Icon costs 3 generic as an artifact. This progenitor icon enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Add 1 mana of any color to tap it, or tap it to add next spell of the chosen type you cast this turn. Can be cast as if it had flash. And you have Soul Ring. 1 mana, taps for 2 mana. Enchantments. You got Descendant's Path, which is very solid. This is a very well deserved card. This card needed a reprint, anyways. So at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card that shows a creature type among creatures you control, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Otherwise, put that card on the bottom of its owner's library. Hello. From the Rubble, 4 generic, 2 white. As from the Rubble into the battlefield, choose a creature type. At the beginning of your end step, return target creature card of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. If a creature with a finality counter on it would die, exile it instead. Hell yeah, that's pretty solid. Ran Rhythm of the Wild. Rhythm Wild's pretty solid. His deck could use a fervor, so more haste engines. But Rhythm Wild says creature spells you control can't be countered, and non-token creatures you control have Riot. Riot says enter the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. Love it. Then we got the lands. Like most people, I'm just checking there, make sure. People, I want to check the land to see if there's anything that needs improvement. You got Arch of Orkaza, Ascend. Oh, that's pretty decent for a colorless land. Ascend taps for a colorless, so you pay 5, draw card, activate its ability for that Ascending's Blessing. Canopy Vista's pretty solid. Cinder Glade's pretty solid. Clifftop Retreat, enters the battlefield, taps. That's a really good reprint. Command Tower, obviously include Evolving Wilds, not bad. Exotic Orchard, they could have left this one out, but that's pretty decent. Either way, you've got 8 forests, fortified village, furry calm snarl. The snarls are actually pretty good. When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a mountain or plains card from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Game Trail, pretty good as a snarl, really good. Jungle Shrine, awesome. Ketsu Wolf Run, woo wee, woo wee. Ketsu Wolf Run. Colorless land that has paid generic X, a green, and a red to give target creature plus X+0 and gain trample until turn. That's solid. Running Mosswork Bridge. It has Hideaway. When it enters the battlefield, you may look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile one face down, and the rest on the bottom of your library. It taps out a green, but you can pay green. Hello. You may pay green. And if and tap this land, and if creatures with power 10 or more, you can play the exile card for free. You're running 4 mountains. Myriad Landscape. I like Myriad Landscape. And enters the battlefield tapped. You can pay 2 to sacrifice and search your library for 2 basic lands. And taps for colors. Pathway of Ancestry. Enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap to add 1 mana of any color of your commander's color identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell or shows a creature type, and scry 1. That's pretty solid. You're running 4 planes. Rogue's Passage, pretty solid include. Get some of that big stompy stomp through the non-block zone. So it's taps to add a color, so you can pay 4 to tap it to make target creature unblockable. Secluded Courtyard. Enters the battlefield, can choose a creature type. So in this case, it'd be dinosaur. Taps to add a color. You can tap that 1 mana of any color, spend mana, cast creature spells of chosen type, activate this ability. I like that. Temple of the False God, good land. Taps to add 2 colors to your mana pool if you control 5 or more lands. Paramorphic Expanse, good include. Thriving Buff, Thriving Grove, Thriving Heath. Cards I'm not very happy about. I never really, I'd take these out myself. I hate Remembrance game. Unclaimed Territory. It's the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Tap to add a colorless. Add 1 mana of any color. Land base is pretty solid. Pretty solid man base. Ooh. Pretty solid mana base. I'm liking that deck list. Very little upgrading needed to have fun. No, it's not going to be the most powerful deck, but there's going to be some stompy stomp synergies going on there for sure. Look at you.
Just listening.
You still listening? Well, the deck list. That deck list is pretty fire. Pretty amazing.
Yep. So you gonna buy that?
The dinosaur deck looks pretty saucy.
So they have this one, they have Doctor Who, what else they got coming out?
Well, they got 3 other decks coming out corresponding with this deck. They got like a blue black deck, a blue green deck, and then some other deck. And man. Woo-wee.
Excitement's in the wind.
I wanted to share the dinosaur deck because I'm all about the dinosaurs. That deck looks pretty solid. It looks pretty decent, pretty fun. Looks like a deck for you. Looks like a deck for me. I want to do Stompy Stompy.
And that's coming out of, where do you buy that
at? You can buy it online. You can buy it at your local Walmart, your local Target. You can buy it at your local game store when they hit shelves.
Well, they'll be probably sold out. So I might get to Target or
Walmart. Well, yeah, most people like to buy it online.
Yeah. And then they have the opening celebration. And see what cards you got.
So November 17th is
Amazing
when the set
cards that you get.
releases. So November 17th is when the set releases. So the Commander decks won't be too far away from there. Pre-release will be usually a week before that. But yeah, people are really liking the set. Like most people will buy these decks online because it's easier to grab them. Because like you were saying, going to your local Walmart, they're usually sold out or something. But not all the time they sold out. But you don't go to Walmart either.
Yeah, well, I don't have a local Walmart really.
And you don't have a local game store.
No, I don't.
You could start a game store and
Have a
promote
local. I could, but you got to have more knowledge than I have.
Well,
That's for sure.
As long as we work out a deal every weekend, you can pay for my plane ticket, and I'll come over and help you run the store for a weekend.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice and expensive, right? Oh,
yeah, nice and expensive.
It is
I'd
expensive.
love to see you again. It'd be great to have you visit again. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesomeness, yes.
Because I'm pretty cute.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm there because I'm the adorable looking one. 100% certifiably adorable. Look at me dabbing. I'm kidding.
100%.
100%. So this dinosaur deck there's two synergies going on. One of them is being enraged, the rage synergy on it. The other one is just basic stomp deck. This deck won't be hard to navigate. Like if you were to pick up this deck and learn this deck, you won't have too hard of a time navigating this deck. I think that's a perfect little introductory deck, and it comes with spice. Some good cards like that. Xanagos, God of Revels is a really saucy card.
Spice.
And the upgrades for the deck won't cost a lot. I mean, Gishath is being reprinted in the main set, so you can get him for cheaper than $30 now. You'll probably get like $8-10 card when he's standard. Then Fervor is like a $4 or $5 card for an old version, like a couple dollars for like old newer versions. The upgrade list won't be.
Yeah, they have the prices on there.
The price of the cards are like
euros.
The price for the deck is like $50-60, depending where you're at.
Wow. That's buku bucks, man.
$50-60 for 100 cards is not horrible. I know on a budget it's horrible. Like when you're kind of like on a budget for us, I know it's kind of horrible because we're broke most of the time. But price of the cards is
yeah. Well, you save up for it over time. Put $5 away a week.
Right. This is one of those sets that we're saving money for. Christmas, because like it's gonna be the main set during Christmas time, like standard set and everything.
Christmas time. Well, that's not far away. That's 30, 60, 60 days away or something.
Huh. Something's wrong with my TubeBuddy app.
Yeah.
So I was jumping on. Okay, there you go. It fixed. All right. Now I can't show you what it said, but I was checking see how many people like this, and it like threw my subscriber count to like 5,073K.
Wow.
Like I can't be at 5,000 subscribers already. But no, it fixed itself.
Wow. 5,000 a day.
Oh yeah,
That's a lot.
that'd been a lot, but no, I'm really excited for this commander deck coming out. Like I said, if I to judge this deck, I think it's a good introductory deck. It's a smashy smash theme. It'll get people in the mix, wanting to be part of the what you call it. It'll get people wanting to be part of the basic game, the basic infrastructure of the game. The basic struggle of the game will be your learning to play Stomp. Stomp can be salty sometimes, but you just really want to go crazy.
Crazy like the wolf. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting deck, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's all dinosaurs, pretty much. Last
Well,
one showed
it's a dinosaur themed deck, so it's all gonna be dinosaurs. So like that's why I'm interested in the deck, is it's a dinosaur deck. Like I have a Jurassic Park style deck over here. It's 5 colors, and it cares about reanimating big stompy stomp dinosaurs and playing big stompy stomp dinosaurs, but not every creature in it's a dinosaur theme. This deck is dinosaur themed all the way through, so I want to get a copy of this deck. So I have 2 dinosaur decks. I do that. The horns.
Yes. Well, it is time. It is time for something. I don't know what. You're looking pretty studly there. Very knowledgeable on the deck. I'm sure the people. Yeah, we go.
There you go. There you go. You know, you gave me this hat for my birthday once.
I know.
Yeah,
PlayStation. I remember.
You remember the 24th of October. No, I'm kidding. The 24th of August. But no, yeah, PlayStation. But I know we're gonna call this stream good. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys had fun with the stream. Got to see the deck, got to play the deck, got to hang out with us, got to chill and chillax and be great. You know, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being amazing. Yes,
amazing. All right. Well, it was a pretty interesting show.
Yeah, until next time, my friends, remember to...
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall remain as you leave it.